Hello, guys. Welcome to Wofoy TV live stream, guys. How are you? When you join in the live video, please share, send stars if you can. Share the live videos on your timeline. Share it in your groups so that your friends can also take part of this, or they can learn from this live video. All right, guys, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel Wofoy TV, look for us on YouTube and then subscribe. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the weekend, so please help us get there. All right, and the last time I checked, we only needed 82 more subscribers to hit 10,000 goal, guys. And I'm counting on you. I'm counting on each and every one of you to help me get there. So please, let's do this and make this happen. All right, how are you guys? Hi Papa Busty, how are you? Hi Blessing, how are you? Hi Eli, how are you? Let's see. Hi Isaac, how are you? Guys, share the live video. Hi Daniel. Hi Habibu, how are you? Hi guys. Hi Getty, how are you doing? Hi Born Great, how are you? I'm doing well. Hi Augustine, how are you? Yes, more ways. Oh, okay, that's your name. All right, thanks for joining in. Hi Daniel, how are you? Hi Ruby, thanks for joining in. Hi Edna, how are you? Hi Nathaniel, how are you? Let's see. Hi Ya, how are you? Hi Doreen, how are you? Guys, how is everyone doing? Hi David. Hi Sexton Ken, how are you guys? How is everyone doing? Hi Musa, how are you? Guys, today we're going to talk about a very important topic. A lot of people ask this question here over and over and over, and I wanted to talk about it so that you get a better understanding of how things work. All right, so as you can see, the title of the live video is how would the US Embassy know that I lied on my application, right? And this is a popular question for people who want to claim that they are single even though they are married. People who want to claim different things on the lottery application or even on the US visa application. And you've been asking, how would the embassy know? How would they find out? All right. Now, if you are asking, how would the embassy find out that I lied on the application? Let's start with Facebook, okay? You are on Facebook saying that you apply for the lotto, stating that you were single. Will it affect me? That question, let's start from there. That question in itself, you've already given one evidence. You have already left one evidence online for them to find, okay? Now, let's go to your Facebook page. Many of you are on Facebook on your wife or your husband's birthday. You are on social media having a birthday party. Let's start there. You said on your application that you are single. But here on your Facebook page, you have your husband, your wife's birthday. You are celebrating it there. When they check there, that information will be visible. Just like anybody else can see those things. They can find out, okay? Now, let's go to other social media platforms. Even let's see your conversation on social media. Let's look at the videos that are talking about relationship matters. You are leaving your opinion there. Oh, as for me, my wife will never do this. Oh, me, when I met my wife. Me, when I met my husband. Oh, me, my husband, he doesn't do that. I'm married to a good man. And videos, okay? So guess what? If they were to type your name, your Facebook name, and search it, all those comments, they'll be able to see them. So social media is a powerful place for them to get information about you, especially when it has to do with your relationship. whether you have children or not, whether you are married or not. It is a powerful place to find a lot of information about you. There are some of you, you have created social media accounts that you don't use anymore. Raise your hand if you had that MySpace page. Raise your hand if you had tag, high five, those platforms. Many of us, we had those platforms. We don't even go there. We never deactivated our profiles. Our profiles are there. So guess what? A lot of information that you're leaving on social media, on the internet, they are there for you. So that is one big place they can harvest a lot of information about you and your life. Okay? Now, let's go to the other options. Another option is those of you who have applied for US visa before. If you have applied for US visa before, or somebody has applied for you, it's possible that the agent said you were married because you are trying to get a tourist visa. Many a times when people apply for tourist visa, you need to prove that you have a strong tie with your home country. You need to prove that when you go, you will come back. So one of the ways to prove that you will come back is by stating that you are married. A lot of people do this. They will state that they are married so that the embassy will think that, you will not leave your wife here and go and stay in America. You will come back. You will not leave your husband here and go and not come back. You will not go and leave your children here. You will come back. Meanwhile, you are not married. You don't have a wife. You don't have a husband. You don't even have children. You said those things in order to help you get the visa. And guess what? It will be in their system. If you went all the way to the interview to swear that everything that you have stated on the application is nothing but the truth, it will be in their system. The U.S. embassies all around the world, they have a database. They have a global database. When you go to the interview and the consul officer is typing things, where do you think they are typing to? They type into the database. Whenever your name pops up, they will see all of your history, your information. It doesn't matter whether now you have a beard. Back then, that information, you didn't have a beard. They are not using just your face to recognize you. They are using information that are very personal to you. Okay? Your date of birth, your name, and then certain attributes that match you. So, if you want to lie, guess what? In this example, the embassy may already have information about you because you have already given them that information. So now, for you to show up there and say that, oh, years ago I said I was married, but now I am not married. No. Marriages don't just disappear. If you say that you were married and now you are not married, you should be divorced, or you should be a widow or a widower. You cannot move from marriage to single. Marriage, after marriage, there's being a divorced woman or a divorced man. You should be a widow or a widower. There's no in between. You cannot move from married to unmarried. Unmarried for somebody who has never married before. All right? You cannot change it. The moment you are married, you cannot turn it around. You cannot be unmarried. Okay? So, your information might be at the embassy already because you applied for a tourist visa, you applied for a student visa, and you lied. You applied for conference, you applied to come for excursion, and you lied, and that information, the embassy is still holding it until you show up there again, and they will see how far are you going to lie to them. All right? So, that is another place aside social media. All right? The other thing is that, guys, the U.S. Embassy uses some people they call fraud investigators. Fraud investigators. Their job, their main job is to conduct investigation about visa fraud, passport fraud, and sometimes help with investigating crimes against U.S. citizens. Okay, so the fraud investigators, sometimes they hire people who are local and they train them. They know the common crimes in every country that they operate in. So if they are dealing with Ghanaians, they know that Ghanaians, we mess with our certificates, our government documents. We like messing with them. If they are in Nepal, they know that Nepal too, they also like messing with their certificates. They like working with agents. So they know that in this area, when we are here, we need to learn how to spot fake certificates. We need to learn how to investigate these situations, right? So they train for that area. That is why before they even canceled sending your documents to KCC, the embassy has the final say about your documents. Whether your husband is in America who has applied for you, you will take your marriage certificate, and then KCC and MVC will take your marriage certificate. They will not say anything. But the embassy can look at it and tell you that this marriage certificate is fake, and they will not give you the visa. And then you'll be like, but MVC didn't say anything, because MVC is not in Ghana. MVC is not in Cameroon. MVC is not in Kathmandu. They are not in your area, so they are not familiar with fraudulent documents. The embassy, because they are in the area, they look at these documents and they have been able to recognize irregularities on our official documents. Okay? So they have these field investigators. Sometimes they look at your documents and they can tell this is fake, this is not fake. The field investigators are sometimes sent to go and investigate visa fraud issues. So let's say you have gone for an interview, you said you are married, you have children, then they will send and then the consular officer feels like this doesn't look right. They will send a fraud investigator to come to your area. Now, many of you, let me ask you right now, if I had a phone number to somebody in your neighborhood and I call there, hey, please, so I'm looking for Musa. I'm using Musa Barak as an example. I'm looking for Mr. Barak. His name is Musa. And then the person, I'll be like, oh, I was looking for his wife. I was just like, oh, his wife, that man, is he married? Then we don't know. See, that is a quick way for me to know that the man is not married. But if I call and ask, oh, I had a package to give to his wife. Oh, his wife has gone to town. She was here right now. Let me see if I can. You know our people now. You know our people now. They'll be, if the person will tell you, please wait, let me ask. Let me ask other people if they have seen his wife. What does that mean? It means that this person is married. So I didn't even have to ask you. I didn't even have to come to your area. Somebody in your area has given me that information. All right? There have been times the U.S. Embassy has sent people to people's houses, and then the moment they get to your compound house, oh, we are looking for this person. And they're like, oh, that's his wife over there. You can talk to his wife, right? By the time you realize that the person is from the U.S. Embassy, you have already spoiled everything. You have already talked and shared the information that they are looking for, right? They do that. They do that. So, if you are wondering, how will the U.S. Embassy find out if I'm lying? Well, your neighborhood gossips, they are there. Those people, they gossip for free. They will not charge money. They give free information. They don't even ask for anything. So guess what? When you are doing things and you think you can hide, gone are the days, years ago, many years ago, we didn't have the internet. So looking for information was difficult. Now, we are the ones who are giving the information. If somebody were to come into your friend list right now and look in your conversation, they will find somebody who is there, somebody who is your friend. They will find somebody, they will find even in your conversation, somebody who may be living in your area. One of your friends who might be in your area. They can just ask a harmless question and it will give them the information that they need. So if you're asking yourself, how will the U.S. Embassy find out? This is one way, okay? Aside the fraud investigators, they have these people they call ARSO. It's Assistant Regional Security Officer Investigators. These people, they even train the consular officers on how to spot fraudulent application, fraudulent documents. Okay? And these people, they are in over 100 locations globally. They assist the embassies with their job, especially when it comes to investigating visa fraud, passport fraud, this type of crimes. So they may not arrest you, but they have people who will do the investigation to get all of this information. All right? And then finally, sometimes you are the one who will give that information. Sometimes you are the one who will give that information. Let's say you have shown up to interview with somebody you claim is your wife. They ask you. So, and then they will let the person go and sit down. And then they ask you, what did you have? Or they will even ask the other person. So let's say you are the main applicant. An agent has attached somebody to your case, right? And they say that you are the winner. So they will let you sit down, step aside, and then they will ask the woman they have attached to your case. You have allowed an agent to attach your case. And then they ask this woman, so how are you? Where did you meet? Your agent has trained you to practice on what to say. Okay. So what did he have this morning? What food did your husband eat this morning? Oh, my husband, he likes wache. So this morning he had wache. Okay. They're like, oh, nice. I mean, what does he like to put on his wache, you know? Your agent didn't think they were going to ask wache question. Your agent didn't think that they were going to ask about morning breakfast. Your agent didn't think they would ask a question like that. So now the lady has given the information. My husband ate wache this morning. Like, okay. Step aside. Now they will bring you the main winner. So, okay, it looks like your wife is, you know, she gave us some information, and by the time you realize they have asked you what you had for the morning, and then you say, I had cocoa, I had porridge in the morning. Meanwhile, this woman that you brought as your wife, she has said that you had wache, rice and beans. Those of you who are not Ghanaians, who may not know what wache is, rice and beans. This woman said you had rice and beans in the morning. They asked you and you said you had porridge. You see, both of you have given two different answers. They originally suspected that you people don't look like you are a couple. But you see, they used just one small question to expose both of you. One small question. Oh, so why did your husband go to school? Your agent didn't think to tell you that you need to practice about these things. Because, guys, the thing is that when it comes to going for interviews and lying, there are a lot of questions that you may not plan for. You cannot even plan for them. Because they are just normal questions that when people ask you, if you know, you should have the answer right away. All right? Let me see, guys, if you are typing questions, I haven't seen it. I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for being here, guys. Yeah. And I appreciate you guys, Prince, everyone. I appreciate you. But remember, when my video is landscape, I'm not able to see all of the comments. So that is why I want you guys to follow the rules. Because when you follow the rules, it makes it easier. If you follow the rules, it makes it easier. They don't suspect anything because you are not hiding anything. Do you know that sometimes you are the one who expose yourself? You are shaking. It is normal to be nervous. We all get nervous sometimes, right? But sometimes when you are nervous and sweating at the same time, it's too much. This one is not normal sweating. This is not normal being nervous. You are being overly shaking. They'll be like, something is wrong somewhere. Let's ask more information. Let's dig and find more information. So that is a way they will find out whether you lied on your application or not. But guys, let's say that you are very smart. You have been able to outsmart the embassy. You have been able to outwit them, and you have been successful in passing your interview. Congratulations. You got your visa and you are now in America. Okay? Now, guess what? Remember your wife that you lied that you didn't have a wife. She's in Ghana. Remember the husband that you lied that you didn't have a husband. That husband is in Kenya. Remember the children that you lied about that you didn't have children. Those children, they are in Cameroon. One day, you want to go and bring them. You will file your petition. And in filing the petition, you will need to include your marriage certificate. By this time, you have forgotten about the lie you told. This time, when you are filing for your wife or your husband or your children, you are telling the truth. But remember, you already lied on your DV lottery entry. At your interview, you lied there. So guess what? The information that you are now going to file for your wife, the embassy will waste your time and then refuse that visa. They will waste your time, let you waste your money, because if you want to play fool, they will take your money too. So that's why sometimes you're like, oh, but the USCIS allowed my case to go through. MVC or National Visa Center, they allowed my case to go through. If they think it was fraudulent, why would they let it go through? Please. Didn't you also know that you were lying? Why are you going to judge them for not seeing that you were lying? Did you tell them that you were lying? Right? So, after you have been successful in lying and then you landed in America, guess what? When you want to go and bring your children, you want to go and bring your wife, you want to go and bring your husband, that is where the lie that you told before, you better be consistent with that lie. You better be consistent. My brother, my sister, your marriage in Kenya is also valid in America, as long as it is not a child bride marriage, as long as it is not a polygamous marriage. Your marriage in Ghana is also valid in America, as long as it is not underage marriages or it is not polygamy. It is still accepted here. So some of you, when you're going through this process, you will do any fake marriage and then you send the certificate to the embassy and then they accept it. And then later, when you are in America, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, you want to go and file and bring your proper wife. You want to go and file and bring your proper husband. You want the embassy to now overlook the certificate that you gave them years ago. That is where the embassy will wait until this person shows up to interview. When this person shows up for interview, after you have paid your visa fee, they will show you. If you want to play fool, they will fool with you. So my people, don't think that you can outsmart them. These people, the embassy has been in operation for many years. Some of us, we were not born yet. And you think you SHS graduate, and you think you secondary school graduate, you think because you have master's degree. These people, they are people with PhDs who did their research and have created rules for the embassy to use to do their operations in different countries. And you think you, a secondary school graduate, you can come up with a better plan to outsmart them the whole thing. It used to be easy years ago. Many years ago. Many years ago, some people were doing different things. Now, they scan your face. They scan your face. There's facial recognition software. That thing, when it scans your face, it scans your skeleton, your face, the bone, underneath this skin. They scan that thing. Your bone, the way your cheekbones, your eye, the way your eye socket, the way your eye sits in your bone. It is very unique. Those are things that you cannot fool anybody by. So me, I'm sitting here, I can gain weight tomorrow and have big cheeks. But the bone behind this flesh is still the same. I can lose weight and then have, looking like, a skeleton. Your bone structure will still remain the same. You cannot fool them. Even if you are able to get through, guess what? The lie that you told, it will be sitting there waiting for you. And guys, I'm not saying that some people haven't been successful in doing that. Some people have been successful in doing that. Maybe it's because the embassy didn't have enough staff to go and do that investigation. It's possible. If they don't have enough staff to go and do the investigation, then they may not do the investigation. Maybe they have limited resources to do that. But guess what? When it enters their database, it is there for life. When you give them wrong information and it enters their database, it is there for life. So if you're going to lie, be ready to stick with that lie for life. Because the embassy will not let that message go. Some people think that, oh, it was only for DV lottery. Next time, I'm only filing for my wife. I'm only filing for my husband. I'm only filing for my children. So they shouldn't look at that. Hey, it is part of their records now. So be very careful. Be very careful in giving wrong information. That is why I have been insisting on you guys that please, if you are married, when you apply for the lottery, make sure you include your spouse. If your spouse is not willing, you have to convince them. Let them see the importance of this registration to you. Let them see the importance of this registration to the children, the future of your children. Don't go and say, because my husband is not giving me his photo, I'm going to apply single. And then you are the same woman who will come to America and say, I'm going to bring my husband. And you will bring a marriage certificate that is 10 years old. Marriage certificate that is 5 years old. But you arrive in America less than 10 years now. And then you are bringing marriage certificate that is over 10 years. Now, those of you, I'm sure we all did math, right? 1 + 1, 2 + 2. So now, let's say during your DV lottery registration and everything, you said you were single. Let's say, let me use somebody who did DV 2022. The person, when filling their registration in 2020, they said they were single. They went to the interview, they asked them again, are you married? They said no. And then the person is in America right now. Now the person wants to file and bring the wife next year. Want to file next year to bring the wife. And then now the person is bringing marriage certificate that is 3 years old. Marriage certificate that is 4 years old. Remember I said the person went for the interview just this year. The person is now in America. They want to go and bring their wife. You went for interview just this year. February this year. January this year. March this year. Where you stated that you were not married. Then, come next year, you want to file and bring your wife. And then, you go and bring marriage certificate that is 3 years old. Now, I know I'm not the best person in mathematics. Now, when you add the numbers, how does it look like? If you said 2 years ago, if you said 6 months ago, 1 year ago, that you were not married, now you are holding a marriage certificate that is 3 years old. How is that possible? I know many of us are not good with mathematics, but as for this one, we learn in primary school. Right? So that is why you have to be careful. Be honest. If you are not honest, my people, you must keep up with the lie. You must go with the lie for the rest of your life. But if you are honest, guess what? It is not, you don't even have to remember. Some of you have lied on your tourist visa application, and then when you went for the interview, you have forgotten that you lied. You lied that you have 5 children because you wanted to get a visa. You have forgotten the lie you told. Now, when you went for DV lottery interview, they are now bringing your lies to you. And now you want them to consider you. How can they consider you? You are lying to them. How can they? If they were to consider, then they will let anybody who wants get their visa now. So please, follow the rules. That is why I have been emphasizing to you guys that don't use agent. If you apply for the lottery on your own, then your information, because you know your information now. Because some of you will give your passport photo, you will give your husband's passport photo, your children's passport photo, and you give to the agent, and then the agent will still go and apply that you are a single woman. You give all the information, the correct information to the agent too, but the agent will go and choose to apply as a single woman. A single woman. Do you know why they do that? They do that because when you, the woman, when you win, then now they can ask that then we should pair somebody with you so that the agent can get more money. They will pair somebody with you. You are a guy, you applied, you let an agent apply for the lotto for you. You have your wife, but the agent decided to apply for just you, the man alone. Now the agent will tell you, let me pair somebody with you. If you don't want me to pair somebody with you, then you must pay me $12,000. You see, the agents are using their brains to deceive you guys. You also have to wisen up. You don't have to be the victim. You don't have to be. The agents will always be around. Agents have been around like since days, like years back, many years ago. And they have been getting victims from all those while. People have been losing their money. People have been barred from coming to America 10 years, 5 years. America tells you, don't come here. Don't enter our country. Because of what an agent did on your application. An agent will continue doing this to people. If you allow yourself, I never apply for any visa through an agent. That's why no agent has chopped my money. If you give yourself, allow yourself for agents to apply for you, then don't come here and make noise when they are charging you. Don't come here and make noise. And my agent put this there. What about you? Why couldn't you fill your own application? You want the easy way, but you see that you're going to pay in the most expensive way in the end. So those of you who are still waiting to apply for the Green Card Lotto, guys, the registration is still ongoing. Last day is Tuesday, November 8th. Those of you who are in the UTC 8, as for you guys, it will be November 9th in your country. Like those in Fiji, those in Australia, those in New Zealand, those in those in Thailand. You guys, it will be November 9th in your country because of the time difference. But for most of us in Africa, it's going to be November 8th. Many of us in many of you guys in Asia, is going to be November 8th. If you are in Japan, it's going to be November 9th. If you are in China, it's going to be November 9th. All right? So you still have time to fill your own application. If you don't know how to go about it, guys, go and watch my tutorial video on the YouTube channel, even on this page, Wofoy TV page. It's on my YouTube channel, Wofoy TV, how to fill the Green Card Lottery registration form or how to fill the Green Card Lottery application. Go and watch that video. Okay? I want you to do that. I made it so easy and so simple so that even anybody can understand. Okay? Do that. But guys, thank you so much for your time. My time is up. But thank you so much for your time. You know, this weekend we'll have another interview this weekend with another DV lottery winner. So guys, I hope that you'll be here to watch the live interview. But thank you so much for your time. Share this live video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Guys, I told you we are trying to hit 10K, 10,000 subscribers by the end of the weekend. We only have 82 left to reach the number. Please help us get there. Help Wofoy TV get to that number. All right, share the live video. Thank you so much for your time. If you want a consultation, guys, I do consulting services. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, you have to book consultation. You cannot just call anytime whenever you feel like, because I'm not available at all time. So if you want to talk one-on-one about your case, about something that has to do with U.S. immigration, if you want to talk, you have to book a consultation. Just send me an email, wofoytv@gmail.com. Give me a brief description of why you are contacting me, what the problem is. If it's something that I can give you a quick answer in the email, I will tell you. If it's something that requires you booking consultation, I will tell you you need to book consultation. All right? But guys, thank you so much for your time. I love you. God be with you. Please follow this page, like this page, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.